Hello there. Welcome to Coruscant Nights. In our third episode, Liz and Nick have decided to face danger head-on. Z and Anya have journeyed into the sewers of Coruscant to try to solve their mystery. Let's find out where they'll end up at the end of their journey in tonight's episode of Coruscant Nights.
My scanner's starting to pick up more bodies.
Yeah, so as you walk, because you said it, as you walk closer to this corner, your scanner, it's showing like a 3D map of the area, and there was a definite three-dimensional person there.
Yeah.
You can see yourself on the scanner right in the middle of it, and it's all sort of moving around.
And now there's bodies kind of surrounding us. We can't go back from the way we came.
Can we go up? Is there a ladder nearby?
Yeah, there's one right there.
All right. Where do you need to be to hack into the sewer system?
It's just, I mean, any standard electrical box. I think there's one.
Is there one up the ladder? Is that one halfway up the ladder there?
I think there's one halfway up the ladder there.
Is that one halfway up the ladder there?
Yeah.
Flipping a light side point, because there is one halfway up the ladder there. And yeah, on your scanner, there are a bunch of figures, and they're all sort of converging on your area right now.
All right.
That's
so
them.
We're going up.
That is definitely them, and they are definitely getting closer.
Okay, we're already heading up. Once we get halfway up.
Yeah, you get halfway
that's about
up.
Where
there's a little alcove that you can stand in, and then there's a little computer terminal. And
okay. All right. Here. Yeah. This
right,
is it. This is all we
your
need.
Thing.
We just need to pop open this lid, and I can get to work.
Yeah. So what does your little data pad look like? It's like your own customized thing that you use for your hacking stuff.
Is it
like an iPad?
Is it like an iPad, or is it like an?
It's kind of like a blue hologram.
Okay.
I think
It's got a little hologram that pops up above it.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you manipulate it with a keyboard, or do you move things on the hologram?
I move things around the hologram.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's so cool. So should I try to like manipulate stuff on the hologram in order to redirect the sewer route?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you take out a little auxiliary cord and plug it from your data pad into the box that you're trying to mess with.
All right. All right, yeah, there's where I plug it in.
Uh-huh.
All right, okay, now I'm in. Let's see here.
You're going to roll a computers check to see if you can control it.
Come on, Z.
So,
pretty good at computers.
I got 3 ranks.
Uh-huh, and your intellect?
4.
So 3 yellows and a green.
Good. 3 yellows.
This is
purples or blacks?
Big roll of the game. You either flush them out or nothing. So we're going to make it kind of difficult. So 3 purples, and you're using your own personal data pad, so you get a boost. That looks pretty good. All right, so pretty darn successful. You rerouted the system so that some barriers went up and water is just pouring through various parts of this sewer right now. You can tell from your map that not far away is sort of the edge. Like we described that main avenue before as sort of cliff-like. Mm-hmm. It's all just pouring out into the main avenue. Like Dak Avenue's up here, and then there are other populated areas down below.
I see, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, you're just sort of flushing them out.
Okay.
But you got some threat there.
Mm-hmm.
So as that happens,
the threat?
The circles.
The circles?
Yeah,
okay.
There's water going everywhere. There's water where you were a minute ago down below. And you see a hand on the top rung of the ladder.
Yeah.
And that same
where we're at, like kind of coming up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, is pulling herself up.
Kick it.
It's the same one from before. I can tell by the
my
markings.
God. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Try to kick her. Try to kick her
All right,
hand
all
so
right,
she falls.
Come on. She's holding on. She's holding on. This is not easy.
Hang on. Let me open my med pack. Hang on. Let me see if I have anything in here.
You want to roll to try and kick her?
Yeah, try to kick her.
Sure.
And then our backup plan is to stab her with anesthetic.
So it's your not very good brawl, which is a green.
Not a good kicker.
And 2 purple. So she's coming up over this ledge, and her little tendrils.
There's the tendrils.
Are coming out.
They're coming out. They're coming toward me.
Wiggling towards you. And you completely miss.
I completely missed.
You tried to put your boot on her hand, and
pulled my boot off.
Slippery here.
Oh my gosh! Get out of the way. Let
exposing
me try.
my soaked Argyle sock.
Let me try. All right, I'm gonna try. I have my syringe out, and I'm gonna try to stab her in the face with it.
In the face?
Yeah.
Like right in the proboscis?
Yep, or thereabouts.
That area.
Yeah.
Sure.
So is that medicine, or is it
I think in this case it is going to be a melee attack, which is on the right side, and I think just defaults to your brawn because you don't have any.
So it's 2?
It's just 2. So it's 2 green, 2 purple.
I got a 50-50 here.
So how do you know when it's how many purple?
There are some set numbers, like melee and brawl always use 2 purples.
Oh, okay.
It's just how difficult the situation is.
Okay.
That's sort of my
Like-
call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Story.
Yeah. That's a success.
Stabbed.
Okay, what'd you do? Describe what you just did.
I had my syringe ready from the bag because I didn't think Zia was going to be very good at kicking her.
You made contact. You got her.
I got her right in like the spot where the tendrils come out in her cheek.
It looks like she's starting to pass out.
Trying to pass out.
Or she's starting to pass out, I think.
It worked. It worked. I gave her enough anesthetic to really knock her out.
Let's pull her up here.
Okay, yeah, you pull her up, and she's not 100% out. She's groggy. She's kicking around.
Here, try to hold her down. She's weaker.
Okay.
Yeah,
She's
It
weaker.
looks
I
like
think at this point you're able to pretty much hold her down.
her proboscises are starting to recede.
They're going limp.
Oh, I can finally get a good look at her.
What do you think? Is this the creature that you know of?
It
From
definitely.
lore?
I just can't believe it's real. She just looks like something out of a fairy tale. She's not so scary now either. At least not through the eyes of medicine. You might have another opinion.
She's very human-like, but the nose is
Strange,
strange.
isn't
Yeah, the nose is like a little
Strange
large
how humanoid she is.
and flattened.
Especially the strange. They're almost like antenna.
At this point, she is completely out.
Those weird pointy ears too. Interesting.
Do I want to check her out medically, just more out of curiosity
Sure.
than anything else.
What are you looking to find out?
How dangerous she is.
Okay.
I don't know how medicine's gonna.
You can do a rudimentary examination
Yeah.
of her if you'd like.
Yeah.
It'll just be a medicine check with average difficulty, so 2 purples, and you get a boost because she is passed out.
So I get. Wait, how do I do medicine if I have 3 down here and 4 up here?
So 4 dice total, 3 of which are yellow.
Okay.
And a boost is a blue one.
All right. Rudimentary medical check.
That is a success with...
Is it like those are canceled? And then I get
Yep,
that?
a success with 3 advantages. So you're able to check her out. You have 3 advantages that you can use however you'd like within this sort of medical situation.
Well, I'd like to be able to determine how to restrain her so that we can get her to the proper authority.
I mean, if you had handcuffs or something like that, that would be the easiest way. She is shaped like
She's a
2
human.
arms, 2 legs. Yeah.
Do we have anything we can tie her up with?
We could use my shoelaces.
She was so strong, though. What advantages? Like I could have something.
What about some of these-
Maybe I
this-
have
Yeah.
maybe I have something that you would normally use as a tourniquet,
Yeah.
and I could tie her with that.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
there's some wiring
Yeah.
up in the, around the computer.
Some like plastic tubing that you might use for transfusion or something.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. All right. So we've got these tourniquet straps and this plastic tubing.
That should
You
work.
you tie her legs. I'll tie her arms.
Okay.
You get her tied up.
And then do I have one more advantage to the situation?
Yeah, that'll. Yeah.
I have like a bottle of pain pills that aren't as strong as
Okay.
the anesthetic, but if she like starts to wake up, we could
Give her
pop
these?
a couple pills. Yeah, so we've
Okay.
got like this defense.
All right, that's a good backup.
All right, so you are about halfway up this ladder right now.
Yeah.
So
Oh, we're gonna have to get her up the ladder.
you're gonna have to get her up the ladder. Is there anything you want to do before you try to get her up the ladder? With this computer, on this landing, down in the sewer.
Well, should we undo what you've done? Put the sewer
yeah,
back
let's-
to normal now that it's flushed away all the other ones?
Let me reverse the sewer drainage system real quick.
Yeah, that's easy enough. You just push some buttons and reverse what you did.
All right, let's get her on your back.
Do we want to go back down the ladder then?
Probably
Or-
just want to go up. I
Okay.
think we should just
So
go
we're
up.
we're keeping. Okay. This ladder goes all the way to out of the sewer.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably 8 to 10 feet.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right,
Put her on my back.
I'll be behind you. I'll hold her up from underneath.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
right. Yeah, you haul her up on Z's back and are able to manage to squeeze her through that sewer grate hole into the alley behind Aang's Noodle House 2.
Oh man, I can't believe we got her up here.
All right. Now the question is, do we take her to Carp or do we take her to the clone?
I think we should take her to Carp. Carp will help us most.
Yep. Carp would know what to do.
All right, so what did we say? Carp is a decent walk away.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
you've probably got this person
All right. We gotta take
between
a cab
the
to
two
Carp.
of you, or take a cab.
At this hour, she could pass for drunk.
That's true. That's true.
Let's call a cab.
Okay.
All right, you use your comm link to call a cab. A couple minutes later, a blue cab convertible pulls up. The driver is a Bothan, so he's got sort of a dog like long snout, long ears, brown fur. He's wearing a leather jacket. Hey, where are we going?
Fozzie's
Our friend lives
Antiques?
above
Yeah.
Fozzie's Antiques.
Fozzie's-
About a mile from
We
here.
just need to get our friend home. She's
She's all
had
right.
one too many tonight. Don't worry, we'll take care of her.
She'll sleep
You
it
sure?
off. She'll be
I-
fine.
It doesn't need any medical attention.
I'm a doctor. Don't worry. I'll take care of my friend.
I'm gonna make you roll to see how if he believes your lie. You're gonna get a boost because you are a doctor, and you've got your doctor bag, and you look like a doctor.
So which
So it's deception.
deception? So I have one cunning,
Mm-hmm.
and then I boost.
Yeah. Is that all you have? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. It's gonna
And
be
then how
against him, and he's gonna have 2 purples again. That's not great. Hey, your friend doesn't look so good. She's all like wet. She's getting stuff on my seats.
All right. Well, just take.
She'll
us.
be okay. It's just a
Yeah,
it's just
just
a
take
mile
us back.
drive.
I don't know about this. I'll take you, but I might have to call someone about this.
Really,
That's not necessary.
She's fine. She really is.
He starts driving towards Fozzie's Antiques, and he drops you off. And as you ring the doorbell for Carps, you see that he's on his comm link.
All right, let's go.
Who is it?
Carp, let us in. Let us in.
Oh yeah, okay. And
Come on, quick.
The door clicks and slides open. You head up the stairs to Carp's apartment. Carp's
just-
got the door open already.
We got that thing.
You brought a body here?
Yeah, and
Oh, it's not dead. It's not dead. It's just knocked out.
You brought an Anzadi here?
You said you wanted to see one.
guys, that cab driver's on the phone. He might be onto us. I don't know if this spot is safe.
This is something.
We should probably get out of here with it. What do you think, Carp?
Where are we gonna go?
Well, don't we want to take it to the authorities anyway?
Do we trust the authorities?
Do we trust the authorities?
Well, I know Carp doesn't.
Let's take her to your lab.
You're right. We could run more tests there.
You have a lab?
Yes,
It's safe there, right?
It's not really meant for this sort of thing, but we do have more equipment there, so that would probably be best.
Who can take us there?
I don't think we should call another cab. The same thing's gonna happen again.
I know somebody who's got a speeder.
Perfect.
Carp gets you to follow her downstairs. Behind the antique shop, there is a speeder parked. So Carp knocks on the back door of this antique shop, and the door opens, and you can't even see the person who's behind it. It almost looks like nobody's there. And then you move over a little bit and look behind Carp, and it's 2.5 feet tall. They're and Alina. They have blue, lizardish, scaly skin, big, wide eyes, and you see the two of them talking. And the Alina goes back in and grabs some car keys and gives them to Carp.
Oh, thank you so much. I cannot tell you how much we appreciate this.
Thank you. Okay, we really need to
And
get going now.
Again, sorry to bother you at this hour.
All right, come on.
You load the body into the back seat. Carp's driving.
All right, let me sit next to her. I need to monitor her vitals. We
All
did
right.
give her a lot of anesthetic.
You're given directions then.
Yeah, just a few blocks up and then take a left, and then we'll almost be there.
All right, so Carp pulls out of this little residential area and heads across Stack Avenue to a part where the medical labs and tech companies and stuff are. You end up outside a large, pristine, glistening white building that is your medical lab.
This
All right.
is-
I hope nobody's up at this hour. You know how scientists are. Sometimes they pull all-nighters.
I think we'll be okay. Looks like most of the lights are off.
Yeah, I don't see any lights on. All right, let me get out my key card.
So the front lobby lights are on, and you head into the front lobby, and there's pretty much always a guard at the desk. I'll flip a dark side point so you can have a light side back for that one.
Yeah. All right, so I think...
Oh, look at that gurney over there. Let's put her on that and cover her up.
All right, here. I'll head in through the front and distract the guard. You steal the gurney and bring her around back. I'll meet you behind my lab, but be really quiet and be careful stealing the gurney. So I I'm gonna try to deceive the guard.
Yeah.
So I'll deception.
Yeah, you will deception the guard.
Carp, come with me. Let's do this.
And you're going to do a skullduggery check to try and steal that gurney out from under this person.
Okay.
So how many purples do I get?
For the guard...
But I know him.
You do know him, so you can have a boost. You've got your credentials with you, so you can have a boost. But it's really late at night, so you get a setback. So one black one for the hour. And it's going to be 2 purples again.
Oh, no.
Anything on that green? That's a success.
Success. Okay, yeah, because those were
Yeah, he's very suspicious of you. He hasn't worked here long, so he doesn't know you that well. Because both your blues came up blank. He doesn't know you very well at all. He's just seen you here. This guard is a Weequay. He's got brown leathery skin, a long ponytail in the back. He's wearing the guard blue uniform that they wear.
So he's wary.
He's very wary.
All right, and at the same time, he's trying to steal the gurney.
Yeah, so you're doing a skullduggery check, and because
Cunning.
of the wariness of the guard, you're going to have a setback as well.
Okay.
So it's your cunning, 2 purples, and setback.
I'm not stealing it. The gurney's just sitting over there. You just have to
It's
grab
close
it.
to the
Just have to
door.
grab it and just go to the back door and meet you there. I've done this before.
He's always stealing gurneys.
Okay.
It's
also dark.
It's dark, yeah. Yeah, we should be fine if we just go out of the light here.
Yeah.
And just kind of inch around the building. It should be okay.
All right, so grab a blue one too.
So that's
That's
successful.
good. That's 2 successes and an advantage. So yeah, you get the gurney out the door quietly. And how do you want to use those advantages? It could be that you load up easily, or
load up. What's the creature called again?
an Anzadi.
Anzadi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Load up the Anzadi and then kind of wait at the back door for
Yeah,
you to
the
come
advantage
around, or
could be
are we
that,
trying
like-
to? Am I trying to come through the
You're
front?
supposed to meet me at the back door. The advantage could be that it's like all black in my lab, so nobody else is working in my lab. So we're gonna be.
Or it could be
Yeah.
like, oh, she's starting to wake up. Oh, I got those pills, luckily. Something like that. Give her a pill and keep her sedated.
I think you already used advantages for pills, so.
Oh, we did?
Yeah. So yeah, you head around the back, and around there you notice that all
I thought we said we had more pills in case she came to again. You already use them?
you made those pills exist with advantages.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't need to use more advantages.
You'd be using
to-
up your advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, you head around the back and you notice that the lights are out in the lab. The guard lets you through and there's nobody here. The lights in here are very bright. You see the various labs where people are researching cloning and various genetic researches and stuff like that. And end up at your lab.
All right, wheel her in.
All right, you've got the lights on now. The back door is open and you wheel
her-
this person in.
Over to this examination table.
Carp is looking all it's very curious. There's all sorts of stuff in this lab.
Carp, don't touch
Sorry, a lot to take in.
that. Carp, do not turn on that computer.
You're researching cloning?
There's no time for that now. Let's get her up here.
All right, now I need to run some blood tests. Z, you'll be my assistant. Here, I'm going to hand you vials. Put them very carefully into that test tube holder.
Okay, I can do that.
So you take some blood, you run it through a centrifuge, you do all your research. What are you looking to find? Why are you here?
We want to find if her species is genetically related to human.
Interesting. You could probably find how many people she's eaten recently.
Yeah, that's what the cops want to know. What do we want to know?
You could come up with some new theory about coagulants and their usefulness and in your field of research.
This could solve everything.
Do we want to look at the tendril or the proboscis more closely? See if that has answers?
There's still what?
Well, I don't know. You're the doctor.
So my research has to do with I'm trying to cure this particular virus that's been just devastating this other planet. And
Dracelians are particularly susceptible.
Yes, it's a tragedy.
Yeah. So they're a species that has not had outside contact until recently. So they would be very susceptible to outside disease.
So I haven't found anything close to a cure.
So really anything helps.
But anything helps.
Yeah.
So I want to test her blood or her stem cells or something.
Okay.
Or just
To
her
see-
gene sequencing.
Yeah,
To see if
there's something that could...
there's any abnormalities or any immunities
Yeah.
that can be of help.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I'm running the tests for.
Let's do a medical check to see what sort of useful information you're able to garner from her. So it's 3 yellow and a green. I want to give you more of those to play with. So make it a 1 purple, 1 red.
Trying to come up with a way that I have a boost. This is my special.
Yeah, and you're in
after
your
all.
lab.
And I'm in my lab.
Yeah,
Should I get
that's a boost.
Okay. We're hoping for hints of a cure.
Yeah, that's a success and 4 advantages. So you're able to get the stem cells, the blood samples, all sorts of tissue samples, probably like a bone marrow sample,
Yeah.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
All sorts of stuff that you're going to be able to use in your research and hopefully cure this disease.
And then I get advantages on top of that, or are those my advantages?
You can have a little advantage on top of that.
The advantage is I think we're going to be able to reproduce the stem cell, like some in the lab.
Okay, that works.
So I can keep this sample, and I hope to be able to use the sample to make a cure, as opposed to draining her of stem cells.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
Now, what should we do with it?
Right. We still have the body. Oh, I'm so distracted by my medical triumph.
Do we give it to the clones?
Yeah, we can't just release it back into
we
the
can't
wild,
just release
so
it
to
back
speak.
into the wild, so to speak.
Well, I think we should give it to the clones, but how do we give it to them? We've sort of kept it hostage for several hours now.
Do we want to give it to them? What will they do with her?
Well, I hope they'll lock her up.
They'll probably take her to some government facility.
Oh, Carp.
Are we like sympathizing with this thing now, or are we? Is it still
No.
evil?
It
It's
eats
still
people.
It's been eating,
Okay.
well, yeah, like you said, the brain soup.
I don't want her in my neighborhood. Could throw her in Little Onderon, that's fine.
Well, we certainly can't release her anywhere where she could be sucking on people's brains. I think the clones, they're not the best option. I think they're the only option.
Yeah, we should drop her off with the clones while she's still sedated.
All right, let's take her to the station.
Okay, the car's, I assume, around back at this point, the speeder, and you're able to gurney her back into the speeder.
Mm-hmm.
Carp takes the wheel. I know the way. I got this. And the speeder flies off onto Dak Avenue, out into the main avenue. On this planet, there are a bunch of smaller, we describe Dak Avenue as cliffs. There's one enormous wide one that stretches hundreds of miles, and that's the main street in this area. You guys fly onto that. There's a ton of traffic even at like 3 in the morning, and head down to the local clone barracks. Okay, so the outside of the clone barracks looks like it's been in a war.
Mm-hmm.
The front windows are boarded up. They were blasted in. The door looks like some kind of weird old-fashioned door that swings instead of just sliding, but the lights are on inside.
Is this the right place? Looks like it's a war zone.
Well, it's not like I've ever been here before.
You probably heard about the battle that took place here a couple days ago. One of the local gangs tried to take out the clone regiment.
Oh, man. They did a number on this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job, boys.
But you're able to...
All right, well, let's take her in, I guess.
Yeah, park outside and head in.
Wait, should we just leave her on the steps, though? Are we going to get in trouble for bringing her in?
Let's take her in a little bit further. We don't want to risk her waking up and running away before people find her.
All right, what's our story, though? Are we going to tell them what happened?
I think we should just say we found her.
All right,
And we were
let's
just doing
try.
our civic duty to bring her here.
I just don't want to get in trouble with the clones. All right, let's go.
You head in. The front area of this place, there's like a long desk with a little electronic bell on it. There are hallways that go off to the left, off to the right. Behind the desk, the left one is lit, the right one is dark, and there's nobody right out front, but it is 3 in the morning, so.
Right, hit that buzzer.
The buzzer dings and a couple seconds go by, and a clone trooper hobbles out from the lit hallway. He's got a visible limp right now. His face, as a medical professional, it looks like as well healed as a scar that large can heal. The whole right side of his face has some scarring on it. And he walks up to the counter. How can I help you?
Well, this is going to sound kind of strange.
So we have this...
Anxiety. Have you heard of the anxiety?
I've heard stories, but didn't know they were real.
Neither did we until tonight. We found one.
We have one right here.
Just look.
Why'd you bring it here?
What else are we gonna do with it? You're taking care of things now, right?
Right.
So take care of it. Take her.
Oh, okay. Did she do anything wrong?
Yes.
She attacked us.
She attacked us. We saw her sucking on somebody's face earlier.
Did you report it?
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait,
The first time we saw her, yeah,
The clones we talked to.
they said they'd get on it.
Did they give you the names and numbers?
No, they just walked
No,
away.
they didn't.
Real professional. All right.
That's what we said.
Let me try and pull up some records. And he starts typing on a keyboard, and a little monitor lights up next to him. Where'd you say you were?
Just off of Dak Avenue, in this back alley.
Dak Ave. All right. He keeps typing. Back alley. Biff? Big
I think
head.
so.
Black eyes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds, yeah.
Is he okay?
Right. He's in critical condition, but they've got him in a Bacta tank, and he's doing all right.
All right. Well,
that's
it was
good.
her. She was the one that did it to him.
Okay, well, thank you for being good citizens. He starts walking around. He opens up a little door in the desk and comes around with a pair of handcuffs and looks at her hands and sees that they're all tied. It's a nice knot.
Well, thank you. I do have training.
Medical training?
Yes.
Could use you on the battlefield.
I'm sure you could.
Not interested then. All right. Well, he takes some binders, Star Wars handcuffs, from his belt and starts to undo the knots that you've done and puts his official binders on her.
Careful with her.
Would you like to file a report?
No, I don't think we need to.
Do we need to?
I don't think we need to be on any paperwork. I think
I don't know if
you
it's
can just take
necessary.
it from here, right?
He looks behind you at Carp, who's like kind of
You know, shifty.
shrinking down in the corner. You sure you don't want to file any paperwork? It might help with the whole sucking brains out of people thing.
Oh, I don't think that would help. I don't think we need
Whatever.
to be on any paperwork.
Well, hold on now. I mean, you got a point. Whatever we can do to help people from this happening again, I think maybe we should give our account.
Z, are you sure you want to have the clones to have your name?
Z?
Yes.
We've already got your name.
Yeah, yeah.
You're on 4 different cameras right now.
Yeah. I mean, what choice do we have at this point?
All right, well, you fill it out then.
All right, I'm going to take her around the back. Teeth's going to come out and he's going to help you out.
Okay.
And he walks around the back and into probably what would be a prison area. He pounds on a door as he passes, and somebody comes out and like, you two brought somebody in? He looks over his shoulder at this guy taking somebody in. All right, paperwork time. Claps his hands and pulls out a couple data pads and hands them to you guys. You guys spend the next 45 minutes typing up your accounts and giving verbal accounts as well. Eventually, they have what they need and you can go. And Carp doesn't fill anything out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carp probably left after about a minute more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We turn around, yeah.
Just sitting
Where'd
in
you
the
go?
car.
How long has she been gone?
Yeah, you head out of the clone barracks and it's getting early in the morning now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we should have given them our names. You never know with the clones.
I didn't give them my real name.
Why didn't I think of that?
Well, they didn't get our fingerprints or anything,
That's true.
or retina scans.
Well,
It
you
was
don't
just
know.
our
The
account.
cameras.
The cameras.
They could have got.
They got everything.
Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah, they
At
got
this
everything.
point, Carp is driving you back towards Dak Avenue. You're having your
Oh,
conversation.
Carp's still with us, okay.
Yeah.
She's waiting.
Yeah, no, she
in the
was
car.
like all the way leaned
Snoring
back in the car.
car.
No,
Okay.
not snoring, just like
Alert.
Yeah,
The opposite.
leaning
Paranoid.
back, trying not to be seen as you round the corner on Fozzie's Antiques with your own apartment about a half a mile away. Carp is ready to drop you off, but offers for you to come up and if you want that cup of coffee.
Well, yeah, it's not like I'm gonna go to bed now.
Yeah.
Come on, Z, let's go.
I'll take you up on that cup of coffee now.
All right, you head up to Carp's apartment and sort of unravel the night together over a cup of coffee as the sun begins to rise over Coruscant.
What a crazy night.
Wow.
And the sewer, like with all of them, did you see all of them? I mean, there was like dozens of them.
But big picture, guys, I might have found a cure for the virus. That's bigger than any of this.
That's bigger than anything.
All those lives saved.
That is
far
pretty
makes
incredible.
up for the damage she's done.
Absolutely.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Coruscant Nights.
Thank you to Nick Skowron for supplying us with our lovely ambient soundscapes. You can find more of Nick's audio experimentation at pro-am.bandcamp.com.
Want more Coruscant Nights? Find us on Twitter at Coruscant Night, on Instagram at Coruscant Nights, and follow us on Twitch for periodic live stream shows. Email us at coruscantnightspod@gmail.com. Now stay tuned for a preview of the next part in our Coruscant Nights anthology, and a trailer for our friends' Flight Risk podcast, a Star Wars RPG podcast set during the Old Republic era, available January 4th.
Is he bigger than I am?
He's a little smaller than you. He's average height.
Got it. Okay. So as I start sneaking up behind this lone clone trooper who's interrogating this super drunk Quarren for some reason, I begin to suspect that the Quarren may not be drunk as he first appeared, because he notices me behind the clone trooper's shoulder. And when he sees me stalking up behind him, behind the clone trooper, his eyes get wide and he gasps. Son of a Gundark. He just signaled the clone trooper that there was someone coming up behind him. So I have to move a little quicker than planned. Just let it out, Mark.
Son of a Gundark.
I have to.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, keep going.
A long, long, long time ago. In a galaxy far away. Join us for the Flight Risk Podcast, a Star Wars dramedy set in the galaxy's far-flung past. Every week, you can tune in as our alternating teams of ragtag spacers complete different missions for an alien crime lord. Follow lounge singer Skip Fortuna.
We have come from far away. I do not remember the planet we came from, but it doesn't matter, because what matters is we are here now to assist in this time of need.
Mechanic Anarchy Fortuna.
I respect the fact that you're on probation. I just needed to confirm the existence of the mythical Rainbow Alphabet Path.
Bounty Hunter Bail Bronda.
I don't like people pushing around my friends. And it could be because he doesn't owe me any money, but still. Let's get to the point here. If you want to breathe another day, I suggest you turn around and walk away for the moment.
And Mandalorian bodyguard Dork.
Well, you know what it is. Mandalorians are born for service. And dying horribly. But that's beside the point. I don't expect to be dying horribly anytime soon. How about you, Cal?
Every Friday for an exciting new chapter. Subscribe at flightrisk.simplecast.fm. You can choose the light. You can choose the dark. But sometimes you have no choice but to run.